Hello everyone, my name is Kayla and you are watching Chaos is Coloring and I am the Chaos. Give me one sec. I'm trying to throw my hair up at the moment. Alright, there we are. Okay, so I have my space heater on because I'm freezing right now, so I do apologize if you can hear that. We are coloring in Coloring Heaven Christmas Special. I don't know what bumper issue means, so yeah. 48 festive designs, and these are some really cute ones, and this is what we're coloring. It is called The Winter Unicorn by Julia Spiri. I don't think I've ever heard of Julia Spiri before, so I am looking forward to coloring this one in. Alright. We are going to be coloring with polychromos, as well as, let's see, what do I have in the Derwent color? All my greens and green, and purple. I think that's the one. Jeez, okay, missing more than just those. Yellow. Am I missing a red? Yes, I am missing a red. Okay, and maybe some verathins. I don't actually know how the verathins work on this paper, so that's gonna be a little adventure for us. I actually just got these verathins. I've barely used them, but I think a lot of the lead was broken because a lot of my lead has broken, so on sharpening, I have not been able to get good points. Whenever I get a decently long lead, it almost immediately breaks. So, yeah. Which you can tell that this is absolutely not centered. So, the Prismacolor, I don't know why, but for quite a while now, they've been having a issue with their quality control, and the issue is that they're not centered appropriately, which means that it makes sharpening these really, really, really difficult. You can see this one is also not very... No, I don't want her. I tried to hold her earlier and she bit the shit out of me because she didn't want to be held, so her ship has sailed. Yeah. I think that's the best I'm gonna get. So yeah, I have been very, very, very disappointed by these verathins. They are just not what I thought they would be. So, yeah. They're, like, almost feel like I'm coloring with a very shitty, like, number 2 pencil. That's what it feels like. So, and most of the time it feels like I'm ripping up my paper. I am hopefully going to be getting a new set of polychromos here shortly. I have a good amount of reward points with Michaels right now, so I think I can get a 48 set for under $100. So, and because I am going off on surgery, that will be the last thing that I buy myself, art-wise, probably until at least the new year, because I'm going to be recovering from surgery, you know, really, really close to the holidays, which means I'm not going to have quite a bit of money to, like, well, I'm going to be able to cover my bills, but other than that, I'm not really going to be able to buy anything. And so, yeah, I don't want to, like, I would like to be able to get my partner things for Christmas, and his mom and family, since we'll go see them for Christmas. So yeah. This is a Derwent graphitint pencil. Just don't want it to look so, like, weirdly cartoonily colorful. What color was this one? This is my phthalo green. Okay. Let's see. Where are my brushes? Okay, there we go. I couldn't see that one. And then that one, and then that one. Is that one? This one? Yes. Okay. These are my really good ones. And by really good ones, I mean, like, they're okay. They're not the greatest. But, you know, I feel like this is not this. Is this? Yeah. Just doesn't feel right. This one. Yeah, because it's not. I need one that's smaller of a brush than that. Like, shorter of a brush. Huh. This one. There we go. Yes. Okay. 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 Whatever, since this is officially ruined, I will use this for water. Dude, seriously? Let's see. I think I'm gonna do the hooves purple Derwent graphitint. I feel like I don't like that. The horse very much looks like a three-legged horse. The perspective is very odd. It's like I feel like there should be like a loop right there and then right there. Because like the neck is going this way, but the body is going that way. And horses are not that long. So like, I don't know. I'm thinking too much of it. I know. But really just looking at the body, it's severely throwing me off. And I will probably use some of my Derwent ink tinses. Okay. So I was on Instagram today and I got a ad for Jerry's Art Aroma. I've never heard of him before, or like that page, whatever it is. And so I went on it and I found the most perfect like desk for me. And that desk, it's like a convertible like easel slash like the desks that go like that, but it also converts to a flat desk. And I was like, that is just, and it had like other little things on it, like a stand for like an iPad and like a thing for the keyboard, like pull out. And it was perfect. And I was like, you know what, this would be absolutely amazing. So that plus the what is it, create room, the like giant cupboard that's for art stuff. I was like, those two things are what I'm going to be saving for now, because I would be able to just severely declutter and organize my stuff to the point where, you know, it would just be so nice and easy to like come into my art room and just color and not be distracted. So if you're looking for like really nice organizational stuff, check Jerry's Artarama. I think that's what it's called. One second. Let's see. I do think I'm gonna start with the brown and the black. Brown and black. Okay. Derwent ink tenses. Let's see. So, going in with the color bark. So this page is very sketchy, so in the background it actually can be kind of hard to tell what is what, like these little marks right here. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a giant pine tree in the background or if it was just like some erased marks that truly didn't get erased. I don't mind super heavy, sketchy looking pages. I actually think they can really sometimes help out, like more shadows and stuff are supposed to be better than like grayscale pages, because like true grayscale pages to me a lot of the time kind of seem like overwhelming with the gray, and color and covering up that gray is just very overwhelming to me. I don't know why that is, but that's probably like one of the most overwhelming things to me personally, is like looking at all that gray that I have to put color on top of. Alright, let's see, let's do this one. Oh, there's barely any liquid in it. I always forget that these ones are lefty tighty, righty loosey. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to wet this so that essentially it can dry and I can layer the black on it. And I don't, okay, so if anyone who watches this has used the Derwent ink tints for a long time, a lot of the time, whenever I put water on top of it again, the color will bleed, and I don't know if I'm just not like saturating the initial color on the bottom enough or what, but I know that ink tenses are ink. So when they fully dry down, they're not supposed to move, right? And so like, I bet you if I were to let this layer dry and then go back with water on top of it, it would like move it. And so I guess like, do I need to go in with a lighter hand with these pencils, or is that kind of just like is like the perfect, you know, layering claims just claims, you know, so I don't know personally. Yeah, I don't have that many colors, so I don't tend to use them that much, just because, like, I just don't have that many colors, and the colors that I do have are just not colors that I use a lot. So I don't know. I do not know. Alright, I will put this down. Oh my god. Okay. So sorry about that. I actually went back and rewatched the ending of that last video because I honestly thought, like, I pterodactyl screamed for a minute. So I didn't, so your ears are welcome. So the way that my apartment is like organized is it looks backwards onto the river, which is like where all the mansions are, right? And so there's a road right down the like little hill slope that goes into like the mansions. And so I've been waiting for a package. I've been waiting for a package that I've been wanting for literally years. And I saw the UPS truck, and because I'm psycho and I like knew that that truck was gonna be what my package was on, I was like and yeah, I went out to the kitchen to just stare out the window, and so I was like picking apart some of my dead like plants in my kitchen window, and then I started making my pterodactyl screeches, and my boyfriend was like, babe, you're scaring the cat. And I was like, ugh, just dying on the inside. So I got my Steam Deck. Oh, I'm so excited. I am having surgery soon, so that Steam Deck is going to be pretty much my saving grace. So I am very much looking forward to being off for 3 weeks. Now that I have my Steam Deck. I have a Switch. I hate the Switch. It's just old. It's like 5 years old at this point. It doesn't run video games well, and honestly, I'm tired of buying like multiple instances of games. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, I have it on my computer, but I want to play it laying down in bed. I'll buy it on the Steam or on the Switch. And yeah, it's just, I'm very happy to have one like video game thing now, so that I have like a cohesive video game console. I am going to keep my Switch though for Animal Crossing. So because there is a giant ass update about to come out because of this Switch 2. And since I can't play that on Steam, because I would gladly rebuy it and get rid of my Switch, I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just keep my Switch. So yeah, I'm so incredibly happy, and just, yeah, so that's what that like noise was earlier, was me starting to freak out. So yeah, let's see. I'm thinking we should make her jacket red, and then the belt will be white. The little fur lining obviously will be like white / gray, and then maybe I'll put some glitters on it. Maybe I'll do her hair red too, and then like make her little snowflakes white, because I think that would stand out really well, because I don't want her to have black hair, and she just doesn't seem like a brown-haired girly. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then that way she's like little Christmas girl. Little Christmas girl. Okay, all right. So Port is gonna go down in the shadows. So yeah, if you're wondering what I did to my hands, I'm dyeing my hair. I I just chopped off a good like 5 inches off my hair, and so I didn't realize I didn't have the dye that I wanted, so I made a concoction of hair dyes, and then I found the dye that I wanted. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what color my hair will come out, but you know what? Tis the joy of the experimenting of the hair. But it was the first time that I really did that big of a chop on my hair. Not because it was like, some of it was dead, but it just really, like, my hair is really curly and all my layers grew out, and so it was just starting to get a little bit unmanageable. So this was the first time that I've actually like been able to cut my entire head into like a style, and I did like the wolf cut, but I changed it a little bit and essentially just like shagged my hair, which that's always been really like stressful for me to do to myself, so I just haven't. And yeah, so it came out really well and I was really surprised. So yay for that. But yeah, my fingers are just dyed. But it's alright, because I don't gotta go anywhere all week. My ass is home and just resting and relaxing because Saturday, Sunday, I work 12 hours. I'll probably try to take call if I can, and then, what is it? I think I'm off Monday, work Tuesday, Wednesday, have to drive almost 2 hours to get my mom from the airport so she can be with me post-operatively because my partner will work the week of Thanksgiving, and then Friday morning I get my surgery. So yeah, I may try to pick up Monday if I can. I'm sure my work won't let me because they genuinely hate me. That's not even me being funny. I genuinely feel like I am hated at my job, so it is what it is. Okay. And then her eyeballs are going to be a mixture of the teal green and the sea blue because these are my 2 favorite colors that I have for my Derwent pencils, I should say. Okay. Where's my sea blue? There we are. Okay. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:13. Okay. My boyfriend came to bed very early tonight for like, he doesn't usually go to sleep that early, is what I'm trying to say. But apparently I'm just not able to talk at this point in my life. Okay. I will go back in and redarken the pupil / the eye color. Okay, that's fine. Just dry. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're gonna use this one actually. and so when this dries, it will dry really dark and it'll dry really matte because of all that graphite in it. And so I will slowly build up a color with her jacket and all of its shadows. Okay. Okay. Seriously. All right. Oh, my hands are so dry. I have no lotion near me, or else I would put some on. It's all right. Okay, let's see. Come here, you little bitch. Okay. Actually, you know what else I'm gonna use with this? Surprise, they're not Faber-Castell Black Editions. These are my creatacolors, creatacolor mega pencils. Right? Yeah, or creatacolor megacolor. They're beautiful. They're very soft, very waxy. If you need a pencil that is a very thick barrel because of issues with your hands, then I highly recommend these. They are great. Let's see. This one. And then this one. And this one. Okay. Yep, okay. Okay, and then I will take the white, gray, light gray, and dark gray, and I don't know if I'll use that one. Okay, we can just go with these right now. Thankfully, these creatacolors fit in pretty much every single double barrel sharpener that I have tried, and it really is very nice because these are very thick and they are incredibly hard to find sharpeners that fit them unless you buy straight from the Creatacolor, which I haven't tried their sharpener, so I don't know how nice it works, or if it works, if it's any good, if it's a waste of money. It is a bit expensive. I think it may be like, it's either $12 or $20. I can't remember. Let's see, actually. Maybe we can kind of make her legs look a little red from the cold. If not, then I will erase it and go back to the drawing board. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna stop her legs right there. And we'll see if they need anything else, because I can always seal the page and come back and put a lighter coat, or like, not a lighter coat, but like a different combination of pencils to kind of make her legs look a little bit more normal. But we will see. Let's do her little itty bitty hand. I really love Creatacolor pencils in these books. Probably my top favorite two are going to be the polychromos and these. Polychromos if you want an oil pencil, these if you want a non-oil pencil. Okay, yeah, it's coming along. The worst part about this paper is, and like using creatacolor pencils, is that there is a lot of like tooth to the page that you're trying to fill. And I don't know if you notice, but like there's a certain point where it just looks ridiculous what you're doing, and you have to keep going through that point specifically in order to make it all blend together and look better. And so that's just kind of what I'm trying to do, is not go in too fast, not overwork the paper. I overworked the paper a little bit for her legs, which are why I'm like not gonna touch them anymore, to kind of try to make them look a little bit more normal with her skin tone. So yeah, like I said, if I need to, once I seal it up, I can go in a little bit more with the pencils. But okay, I actually think that looks really nice. Okay. All right, let's see now. What do we want? Do we want to do her hair red? Maybe we should do her hair like dark brown / black. And then we could do her boots dark brown / black too. So this is English red, so I'm gonna do this as a way to kind of make a reddish undertone. So we shall see how this works out. Because the brown that I was using first, that is chestnut, so it has that like really nice warm reddish tone to it, and so I think putting it over this with the umber and the black for the darker shadows will make her hair look maybe a little auburn. That way it's not so starkly red. Why does it sound like the cat is in here scratching things? Weird. So my first layer was English red, and then I went in with the umber, the ivory black, and now I'm going on top of the chestnut brown. As you can see, that lower layer of the English red is helping keep the tone of red, but not making it look like it's super like dyed or fake. Which is what I decided to go for, is, you know, just a normal looking girl with a unicorn. That like juxtaposition of like magic in the ordinary is what I am going for. Alright, I'm pretty sure my alarm is going to come up shortly to go wash the dye out of my hair. So if you guys could please give me a like, subscribe, comment, that would really help me out into growing my page. It would be amazing if while I'm out on surgery I can really, you know, focus on boosting the audience of my page and really the content, like boosting the quality of my content, really like just getting into filming more and the technical parts of the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, once my hair is ready to rinse out, I will end the video, but I just wanted to say that, and I do appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos. I know there's not a lot of you, but you guys are very important to me, so thank you.